Why financials and insurance stocks matter right now. When markets swing and tech stocks stumble, smart investors shift to sectors that offer stability, dividends, and resilience. Enter the world of insurance and financials, the often overlooked powerhouses of long-term wealth. In this deep dive video, you'll learn how to play the insurance and financial sectors, where slow and steady can actually win the race. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications for pro-level breakdowns of sectors that build wealth beyond the headlines. Insurance and financials: how to build durable wealth through smart sector investing. Overview of the financial sector. The financial sector encompasses a broad range of businesses, including banks, insurance firms, asset managers, brokerages, and fintech companies. Topics: overview of subsectors, banking, insurance, investment services, role of interest rates and monetary policy, financial sector's contribution to GDP and market cap. Examples: J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, AIG, Prudential. Why invest in financials? From rising interest rates to inflation hedging, financials offer a toolkit for defensive and growth-focused investors. Key drivers: net interest margin expansion in rising rate environments, cyclical exposure during economic expansions, dividends and capital efficiency, inflation and real asset exposure. Banks: from retail to investment giants. Banks form the foundation of the financial sector, but they're more than just lenders. They're ecosystem hubs for modern finance. Details: how banks make money, lending, fees, asset management. Breakdown: commercial versus investment banking, regulatory landscape and stress testing. Top global players and their unique models. Insurance companies: steady cash generators. Insurance is one of the oldest business models and also one of the most profitable. Details: how insurance companies operate, underwriting plus investing float, life, health, property, and casualty breakdown. Underwriting profit versus investment income. Importance of actuarial science. Key players: MetLife, Allstate, Chubb, Travelers, Progressive Insurance. Stocks versus bank stocks. Insurance and banks may share a sector, but their financial profiles and risks are very different. Comparison: earnings volatility, balance sheet strength, exposure to interest rates, dividend reliability. Want more insights like this? Be sure to subscribe now for detailed sector comparisons every week. Fintech disruption: friend or foe? Fintech firms are reshaping how consumers interact with financial products, but will they replace traditional players or empower them? Discussion: growth of digital payments, robo-advisors, and neobanks. Legacy firms adopting fintech innovations. M&A between banks and tech firms. Notable players: Square, Block, SoFi, Robinhood, Stripe. How interest rates impact financial stocks. Few sectors are as sensitive to interest rate policy as financials. Let's explore how rate hikes or cuts shift profitability. Details: net interest margins and loan profitability, yield curve and bank performance, insurance reinvestment risk, historical case studies, e.g., 2008 crisis, 2020 COVID response, ETFs and indexes for financial exposure. Don't want to pick individual stocks? You can still invest smartly using sector ETFs and financial-focused indexes. Instruments: Financial Select Sector, SPDR Fund, XLF, iShares, US Financials, ETF, IYF, Invesco, KBW Bank, ETF, KBWB, SPDR S&P Insurance, ETF, KIE. Risks to watch out for in financials. With great potential comes risk. The financial sector isn't immune to disruption or crisis. Risks: credit default cycles, regulatory overreach, technological obsolescence, climate risk in insurance, global contagion, and cross-border exposure. Insurance and financials in a recession. During recessions, capital dries up and defaults rise. How resilient are financial institutions in downturns? Insights: bank provisioning and capital buffers. Insurance's defensiveness due to consistent premiums, dividend cuts and valuations during crises. Historical recession performance, value versus growth. Where financials fit in, are financials a value play or a growth story? The answer may be both. Analysis: financials as traditional value stocks, fintech and asset-light platforms creating growth paths. Valuation multiples versus tech and consumer sectors. Dividend yield versus price appreciation, trade-off, building. A financials-focused portfolio. Want to make insurance and financials a core part of your portfolio? Here's how to do it with balance and strategy. Strategy: core ETF plus satellite stock model. Diversification across sub-industries, banks, insurers, fintech, international diversification, e.g. HSBC Allianz, AIA Group risk allocation based on macro trends. Like what you're learning, make sure to subscribe and share this with fellow investors. The future of insurance and finance. From blockchain to climate modeling to AI underwriting, the financial world is changing rapidly. Forward-looking trends: embedded insurance and usage-based pricing, digital identity and biometrics in banking, AI, and machine learning for credit scoring, ESG, and climate-focused financial instruments, smart, stable, and strategic investing. The financial sector isn't always flashy, but it's foundational. Insurance and financials play a critical role in modern economies and investor portfolios. Key takeaways: insurance offers long-term cash flow and defense. Banks benefit from economic expansion and rate hikes. Fintech drives innovation and new growth. Together, they form a powerful, balanced sector strategy. Don't forget to subscribe for more investing insights that help you outthink the market, not just follow it. Insurance and financials: a smart bet in a shifting market.